T, I am so glad to meet you. How are you? Are you doing okay?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm
I'm
doing
great. How
I'm
you
doing
doing?
okay. I'm doing okay. It's great to meet you. How's it down there in Tennessee?
It's doing well. I mean, we're going through a weather change right
Uh,
now. You're on the East Coast,
yes,
so it's
yes, yes,
probably
yes.
already cold where you at. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yes,
So,
cold. Uh-huh.
you know,
How the cold does it get there?
it's in the 60s and the high 50s right now. It's not bad yet, but
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure y'all getting some 40 and 50-degree
Yeah,
days.
that's what we're getting now. See, I'm a cold person, so when it gets this cold, I'm cold, But it's cool. How's your music career coming along there?
Right.
Tell me about what you're doing now.
Music's coming along.
It's
Okay,
coming
well,
along.
I mean, a lot's going on. Yeah, I just give you a short overview of whatnot. We got music dropping. We got a new single dropping at the end of the month. The single that you've been playing is called Dance, and it's
Yeah.
actually going crazy. The video for that in like 2 weeks. And
Ah,
so we just got the single dropping at the end of the month. The band and I are doing shows pretty much, like 3 times a month. You know what I'm
uh-huh,
saying? So we are almost every weekend, but not quite. You know
uh-huh.
what I'm saying? So we trying to keep this thing moving and taking it to new levels and networking with people on bigger levels so that we can create that platform for ourselves. You know what I mean? So at this point, the groundwork is good and the hard work is good, but I'm trying to be more strategic at this point. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I've done the hard grind and I mean it's gotten me to a certain level, which I'm grateful for. But I believe at this point it requires for me to be strategic. You know what I mean? Like masterminded from here on out.
Okay. Okay. Well, I've been like following you and I love the work you're doing. I like the videos that you're putting out. I like all those flyers and all that, and you're an independent artist, right?
Independent. So, anybody that knows anything about that, it's a struggle.
It's a
You know what I'm
struggle.
saying?
It's
It's
a struggle. It's a struggle.
because everything, you got to keep up with the major artists, without having the major artist money. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I don't have they bank accounts or their you know, record label backing, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
we just out here trying to make it do what it do. But look, let me tell you something. I tell people all the time, if there's a will, there's a way. And we
Hmm.
making it happen out here. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. But tell me, like, it's very expensive for you to do that. You have to put and you put how many singles out within a year? And how do you do that? And when I say how do you do that with a limited budget, do you have your own studio? Do you use somebody else's? How do you do that?
Well, it's probably a mixture of both. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I have some pieces of equipment that can get me to a certain level, but I do have to check in with some of my producers either to get a certain feel or whether it's to drop vocals or, whether it's just to get like a fresh ears on the song to get some new ideas. You know what I'm saying? So I do get myself to a certain point, maybe with the track and then with the songwriting. But
Hmm.
then when I get to the point to where I need, maybe some chord structure, or I might need some new ideas or some vocal arrangement. I might go to one of my guys, in Memphis and Mississippi, Prince DJ, shout out.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
man, we out here working, man, trying to make it to the next level.
Hmm.
Like I said, linking up with different artists and different people in the game, trying to make it do what it do.
Hmm.
Because I mean, we've achieved a certain level of success, down here in my area. You know what I'm saying? We're getting our name out there pretty nicely. You know what I'm saying? And we're eating pretty good as far as getting booked and getting paid to do our shows and everything. So, but there's another level we trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mission right now.
Now, are you writing your own material?
Yes, I write my own material. Of course, I accept ideas from a lot
Hmm.
of guys that
Hmm.
I respect in the game. I'll shout out my guy Andrikis right now. He's actually my cousin on down the line, but he's my guy. he's a songwriter extraordinaire, and
Uh-huh.
he gives me ideas a lot. As far as when it comes down to songwriting, but I do the bulk of my songwriting because you're not an artist if you can't create from scratch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you
Right.
if you always have to sing someone else's songs, ain't nothing wrong with singing covers. I sing covers all the time at my shows. But if you call yourself an artist, you have to be able to create. You feel what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
we on right now.
Well, I enjoy your music. On our radio station, we play, and that's Philly Live Radio. We have the show, both shows are like combined together, the indie show, which is this, and Philly Live Radio. So when I have guests on the indie show, we always try to play your material on Philly Live Radio. And we've gotten a lot of good comments on that song, Dance. And I play it all the time because I love to dance, and that's a good dancing tune, right? Now, did you write that one?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like I told you, I write all my own music.
Okay.
I write all my own music. But, like I said, I'm not against taking ideas from certain
Mhm,
people, but as
mhm.
far as just having someone write songs for me, I gotta have my stamp. I gotta have my DNA in the song. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
write all.
Now, so how long have you been in this business, and why did you get into this business?
Okay, so I'm gonna make a very long story very short. So like I
Okay,
said, I came
that's good. Okay.
from
All
a
right.
musical family. We've been doing this since a baby. Like I've been singing and playing the drums and all kinds of other things since I was a kid. So
Mhm,
I grew up and I never liked singing.
mhm.
Honestly, I never liked singing because I'm a drummer. I
Okay,
was
you're
a
a
rowdy
drummer.
boy, and I
Good.
like
Okay.
I like
All
the
right.
drums. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So And so with that being said, I like the drums. So that's what I put my focus in for years and years and years and years and years. And I got to the point to where I was just like, as much as I love the drums, there's a ceiling financially that you can reach playing the drums. You're not gonna just really make a lot of money playing drums, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in high school, I got into this particular all state competition. It was all the people that were in the state of Tennessee in my voice range, and I got first chair in that in that all state competition. And they
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like let me know that like I have a it just let me know that I have a gift. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
I was
Okay.
just like, even though I never really worked for it, I never really wanted it. It was given to me. So from then on, I kind of started taking it serious because I was just like, wow, I have this gift and not even really appreciating it, or acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but then from then on, I was just like, you know what, I think I might have what it takes, and I start getting it on.
Okay. And you have a musical family, right? They all play, they're
Right,
into music. You grew up with
right,
music. So it was easy for you to make that choice because you were already in it, right?
right. I made a post on Facebook the other day. I said, music isn't what I do; it's who I am. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, even if I had another job making, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
10 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
I would still do music in some capacity. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can understand your passion because I love music too. I love everything
Right.
to go with it. And I understand it. And like people say, why don't you stop that now? No, no, no. I'm never going to give up. I'm gonna keep right on doing it
Right.
because that's my passion. That's how I enjoy what I do. So I can
And
understand
when
that.
I do it, it gives me a sense of when I do music, it gives me a sense of nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it since I was a kid. So uh, um, when I do it, it reminds me of the times we had, growing up. So
Yeah,
it's something
yeah,
I could never just get.
yeah, yeah. But T, why did you choose? You spell your name Tee. Is that your real name? That's your stage name? What is it?
That's my stage name for sure. My real name is William, but my whole family calls me T
T.
because it's the first initial of my middle name. So that back in the day when I was a kid, they
Okay.
used to call me WT,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
as time went along, the W fell off and it just became T. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I go by. I wasn't trying to come up with some, you know, crazy, name like Chocolate Thunder or nothing like that. I just wanted to, you know, put my put my own homegrown roots in my name. That's what everybody around my
Okay.
community knows me as, and that's
Uh-huh.
what I'm gonna present myself to the world as. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, we really enjoy your music here in Philadelphia, okay? And we're gonna look forward that you send. We will keep playing. We support the independent artists because we know how hard it is, for them to do what they do nowadays. And back in old school, we had like distributors and things like that that help us. They took all our money now, they took all our money, but we had a support system to help us as at while we were doing what we did. Not to say that when it was all over, we still didn't get paid. So an independent artist now can put their money out to get their music played and get their website and all that done. And maybe, just maybe, they will get some money back. You know what I'm saying? Some money in
Right.
return, right? Just maybe.
Right.
Now, do you have a website?
Yeah. Well, no, not an official website, but I mean, it's definitely coming. I do a lot of my business just through my social media sites. But like I said, I am working on a website because we're getting ready to sell merch, and everything else. So we're launching a podcast. I've already shot 2 episodes. You can find the first episode on YouTube already.
What is
But
it called? Let me jot it down.
it's called Out the Mud.
The Mud,
So it's Out the Mud. Yes, ma'am.
MUD.
MUD, yes.
Okay.
And it's a DA, Out the Mud.
Okay.
Basically just highlighting and my first guest was my producer. His name was Prince DJ. I shouted him out earlier. He's an amazing songwriter. He writes for Bobby Rush, the PC band,
Mm.
and a lot of other big artists, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So he actually doing his, and we interviewed him just to see, how he got his start and how he could help inspire others, try and do the same thing.
Okay. Oh, it sounds really good. Now tell me just a little about your audience. Okay. Tell me about that audience. When you go to perform, do
Okay.
you
Okay.
perform at a high energy rate where you get that audience up and dancing and singing and all that kind of stuff? And do you sing slow songs along with your energetic songs? Do you do that?
Yes, I do. Of course. So we get booked for all kinds of events. We get booked for weddings sometimes. We get booked for parties. We get booked for just regular show on a Saturday night. We get booked for all kinds of events. So we have a show
Okay.
list for everything. We got
All
slow
right.
songs. We got everything in between. We got old school. We got some new school. We got everything. Just sprinkled there in a pot. But I
Mhm.
will tell you this. I'm gonna spice the interview up a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go out on the limb. You said, "Am I energetic?" Right?
Yeah.
Go out on the limb, and I'm gonna say this: I am the best independent performer out right now.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. Confidence, confidence, right?
I
Yeah.
didn't say it's artists, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I know some amazing artists. I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about.
Uh-huh.
I know some guys that are just out this world, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Talking about stage performance.
Yes. Yes.
Am the GOAT. You hear me? I am the greatest of all time.
I love it. I love it. So you have a terrific following, right?
Right. I ain't gonna lie, the support is amazing. A lot of times people complain about because they don't get a lot of support in the area. Like my town and my city and my region has been like really pushing me. They've been buying the records, they've been sharing the music, they've been encouraging me in my inbox and my DMs, and you know, just waving the flags. So I mean, I have no complaints. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's why I linked up with you because we're just trying to, you know, get
Yeah,
up in
yeah.
different areas and different regions. You know, you on
Mhm.
that East Coast. You know, if you can get that love on the East Coast, you might be doing
You
something.
be doing it, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You be doing it. Well, we had the same kind of things. We had,
Right.
Philadelphia always had, I would say, some of the best soul artists out here. Um, all
Hey, that's
off
music
the,
soul child. That's real
yeah,
side. Like
everything,
side. That's the
everything.
roots, right?
Mm,
Ain't that the
yeah,
roots?
yeah. We
Come
had some of the
on,
best
man. Come on.
entertainers there is.
Really?
And but T, we still have good entertainers. We
Right.
still have the only thing that slowed us down is what slowed the whole world down with the virus. You know, that
Yeah.
virus, COVID,
I
that
mean,
stopped us from
but it's kind of starting to level off where I
yes,
am. But it's
and
now.
yes, yes. It's starting to level off and the performers are they're beginning to go back to work and love and do what they do.
So y'all performance venues are still shut down,
No, no,
like kind
no,
of.
no. They're all coming back now. But for
Uh,
a year and a half, maybe, they were all kind of, shut down. But the crew,
yeah.
they're working now and everybody's happy that they're working.
Right. Now, it got tight around here too, especially with the gigs and everything. But
Yeah.
let me tell you one city that that didn't miss a beat. They didn't care about no virus, no curfew. Atlanta, Georgia, you hear me? Black Hollywood, look, th- them folks was outside. You hear me? They did,
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
they were outside.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well,
But yeah.
you know, um, tell me where can we find all of this music of yours? And I've got to see a video with you performing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
gotta see
easy. I
that.
can
I gotta see
I
that.
can see I can see it there.
And I'll put that video on.
You
I
know.
want to see that video.
Okay. But yeah, so of course if you want to just do a little research on me, you can go to YouTube. I got a lot of stuff on YouTube. A lot of things from back in the day from when I was younger, but still up there. You can go to iTunes, Apple
Mhm,
Music, Spotify, you can go to
mhm,
Amazon Music. Anywhere you get your music and get my music. I got a single dropping at the beginning of the month. It was gonna drop it the last week, but I'm gonna push it back to the first or second week of November, and I'm
mhm.
going to drop the song called "She's a Hit." You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
A nice one. Of course, Dance is doing really well right now. It's such a feel good song, and the video is gonna make it go even higher.
Mhm,
Uh, Stuck on You, which is a song that really kind of put me on the map. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Stuck
mhm,
on You went viral on TikTok and Instagram.
mhm,
It just went crazy. I mean, everybody was picking it up from all the radio stations and from all over the country, the world really. Because I had Italian radio, I had
mhm,
uh, Kuwait radio,
mhm,
I had UK radio.
mhm.
So it was Stuck on You was a really big song for me. It got me in a lot of doors.
Okay, okay. Well, we're going to be watching, looking, praying, and following you from this day forward so that we can hear all that good music that you produce and continue to produce. And then we want to see, we can't get to you, always back there in Tennessee. So we want to see some of your performances. Um, I really like the way and what you've done with, your marketing and your promotion. When I
Mhm.
go to YouTube and I see all that stuff on YouTube, it's so professional.
Right.
So we're going to keep doing that for you.
Thank you.
We
I
want you to
appreciate
stay
that.
in contact with us. Keep us abreast. Send
Right.
us your music. Send us your photos.
You want to know
Hmm.
how you can see my live show?
How? Tell me.
Connect me with the concert promoters there.
Ah, I got you. I
If
got
you
you.
give me, if you
I
give me a
got
good
you.
look, I will come to Pennsylvania. Do you understand me? I will
Okay.
come. I ain't scared. Like, I will. So if you can
uh,
get one of these live music venues
uh-huh.
or concert promoters, look, you're gonna see me in living color. I'm telling you.
Okay, so if we can get some, your music and stuff going here in Philly, the promoters are always looking for new and creative artists, always. So
Right.
we'll keep like the music playing, and we'll keep the videos, and we'll do what we can to see if we can get you one of those promoters that will bring you here to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. How does
Y'all
that
hit
sound?
me up, T Rainer, Instagram at T Rainer Music.
Say that
All
again.
right.
Say it again.
Instagram is at T Rainer Music. It's TeeRainerMusic. And then on TikTok is at T Rainer Music and the number 2. So it's like T
T
Rainer Music 2.
Rainer Music. Is there anything after music? At
The
T
number
Rainer.
2.
Number 2.
Right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, and I'm glad we had this interview. We had some problems in the beginning, but we made it out okay. So we'll get this on
We
tomorrow. We'll
absolutely
put it
did.
on. Go ahead. Go ahead, T.
First off, I want to thank you for giving me the platform. Like I told you, being an independent artist
Yes.
is challenging at times, trying to find outlets to get your music out. You don't
Yes.
always get the looks you need. You don't have the clout or the name that the big artists have. So we're constantly looking for places to get our music out.
Yes.
And for you to feature me on a show, I
Yes.
really do appreciate it. Helping a lot in my career because, like I told you on the phone the other day, it gives me something to promote before, and it also gives me something to produce afterwards. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the promotion before and the pictures and the memories afterwards. So I appreciate everything you do, and I want to apologize for the mix up on time. Like I said,
No
look, I'm a
problem.
one man band.
It's fine. It's
I got
fine.
business,
T.
I got a
You,
job.
no, but it's all right. I have interviewed almost, it may be 200 now, okay, in the past 4 and some years,
Mhm.
okay? And I believe in giving everybody a chance, and there's so much music out there that we haven't heard. I want to put a face to the music, okay? And that was one of the major things that we wanted people to see, who is putting all this music out, and the people were currently working. And we wanted to keep the music and the legends going, okay? So I will continue doing this because I love it. And I thank you so much for coming on the show. And I want you to come back and update us and keep us, abreast of everything that you're doing here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank
Like
you,
I
T.
said,
And I'm gonna
I can't
call
wait
you
to
to
come
let you
back so
know
we
when everything's
can.
gonna go ahead. Go ahead.
It'll work. It'll work. Go ahead. I'm done.
No, but I'm gonna call you and stay in contact with you. I'll let you know when everything is, ready. And I'm gonna put this right on Facebook, okay?
That'll work. That'll
Okay,
work.
and God bless you. Keep the music going, okay? Okay. Thank you, T.
I'll stay in touch too. Let me know if you hear something with them concert promoters, man.
Okay, okay. I promise.
All right. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Take it easy. Bye bye.
Bye.